The workplace is no place for drugs or alcohol abuse. However, roughly 15 million full-time employees in the United States are heavy alcohol users, and an astonishing 20 million Americans have used an illegal drug in the past 30 days. That cost to society at least $190 billion, including lost productivity, health care, and legal costs, including trying to cut off the flow of drugs into our society. There is a company ready, willing, and able to take on that monumental task of challenges in the workplace connected to this problem. Encompass Compliance Corporation's Rich Kaiser, he's from the Investor Relations Group, joins us here on New to the Street. Welcome back to the program.
Thank you. Great to be here.
It's our pleasure. Let's talk about Encompass right now. What is their mission?
Encompass right now is Compliance Corporation is to change the fragmented perception in the insurance industry with workman's comp claims. Each state has different rules and regulations. It's very convoluted. It's very complicated. What goes on right now, I can go into any company right now and I can guarantee you that 99% they think they're accurate on being compliant with a drug and alcohol program for their employees, and it turns out they're not. We'll go in there, we'll educate them, we give them a platform which is universal for all 50 states and all territories. It keeps them within the insurance regulations, which can really kill a company. Certain industries have higher workman's comp insurance than others. One particular, the slaughterhouse industry, has a huge workman's comp issue. And they also have one of the higher abuses in the industry. What Encompass will do through a internet portal, which they have been doing, they can go in there and give a one-stop program to make them compliant. So if a person comes to work high or drunk and slips and falls or hurts, this person can't come back and sue the company, and also the workman's comp insurance can't be canceled and have exorbitant claims for the future of that company going forward. So that's kind of the snapshot of what they're doing.
Now, when we're talking about compliance, the word compliance, for those of us who don't know, means?
It means that there's a certain amount of protocol that's in place that an employer and an employee have to abide to, and when it comes to an alcohol or drug-related issue on the job. Encompass has a one-stop shop working with some big companies that are incorporating this into their already existing platform because it's such a huge problem. You have one employee that slips and falls, he could sue you, the company, even though he was drunk on the job or high on the job. So this compliance program will keep the company from falling into that trap with these workman comp claims.
So the compliance basically protects the corporations who are the clients.
That's correct.
From
somebody who comes to work high and drunk, who slips and falls, has a major claim against the company, and then decides that he's going to sue the company. We've seen this time and time again where an employee comes to work, the company doesn't have an accurate compliance program in place between the employer and the employee. The workman's comp company believes there is one, finds out there isn't one. There's a major claim paid out. The company's insurance rates go through the roof, and they can't change claims because they're blackballed in the industry for a number of years, and it becomes a huge expense. And every company from A through Z, whatever industry, has some form of workman's comp. Some, as I said earlier, have higher workman's comp claim because of the dangers of the job, and some are a little less.
Now, I understand there's some exciting new news about the Encompass Advisory Board.
Oh, what a phenomenal an event going on. Mr. Alan Simon is joining the board, a phenomenal businessman. He brings a new avenue to the company in terms of he's very well known in the pet industry. This brings a new avenue for the company to enter this compliance program that we have for drug and alcohol into that particular program. And Mr. Simon is a wonderful individual who knows how to get the job done.
So he's going to bring added value to Encompass.
That's correct.
Now, in the fairness of full disclosure, I understand for here at New to the Street, we want to disclose this, that Encompass Compliance Corporation is now going through an audit.
Oh, very much so. We're going to, we have a certified SEC auditing firm and SEC lawyers. We are doing necessary documentation to become full reporting. That will move us from our current trading platform to reporting status under the 1934 and or the 1933 Act. What the goal is to get the stock to about $4 a share and then petition for the New York Stock Exchange small listing or the NASDAQ small listing. And both have different protocols to do that, but right now we believe that we can achieve that because this is a huge problem in the industry, and Encompass has the solution. And we have some big companies under our belt.
What do you see short term, the next 6 months, and then longer term for
Well,
compliance?
we just got in. I mean, we launched our program successfully. We have no debt. We have a huge following of companies. Right now, our current client base and our new client base are subscribing full-heartedly. The revenue is going to spike rapidly. This type of business, which is really an internet type a portal, there's no upfront cost. Your CapEx is pretty diminished, so your profit margin is quite huge. So I do believe this company will do quite well above its current stock price.
Rich, thank you very much for joining us here on New to the Street, for coming back to our New York studios. We hope you come back again and keep us up to date with the latest happenings on Encompass Compliance Corporation as they move forward in this business.
Thank you so much for having me. On behalf of Encompass Compliance Corporation, which trades under the symbol ECNNN, I'll come back anytime. Thank you.
It's our pleasure. If you want to learn more about Encompass, just visit encompinc.com or text ENCC to 38698. We'll be right back.